Hello! In this tutorial, I want to show you how to make a customized home screen so that you can identify iPads in your classroom quickly. This is especially handy if you have an iPad lab and you assign certain iPads to certain children. This is wonderful if you have a one-to-one initiative in your classroom. You can quickly tell what number the iPad is and give it to the student that is assigned that number. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is I want to launch my web browser, and I'm going to use the web browser Chrome, which you'll see is located on my dock. I'm going to launch my web browser and go to a Google image search. Now I've pulled that page up already just for time-saving sake. So I'm going to type in my Google search bar, number, and then you would put in whatever number you are trying to personalize this iPad for. So I'll just use 5 as my example. And then I'm going to hit search, and I'm going to get a collection of 5s. My recommendation to you is use one that's unobtrusive. When you start to get a lot of apps on a page and you have a colorful background, things can get lost. So I'm going to choose the number 5 that is the third one in the list. And I just tapped on it one time to bring it up. Now I want to save this, so what I'm going to do is press and hold on that 5, and I get a little pop-up menu, and it says Save Image. I'm going to click on that, and you may get this in your web browser. Chrome would like to access your photos. I'll say OK Chrome. And once I do that, then the file is saved into my photo gallery. So I'm going to go to my home screen by clicking on my home button. And then I'm going to find my Photos app. Mine happens to be in my folder called Photography. So I will launch my photos. And you can actually see that that number 5 is showing up right there as the last thing that I have brought into my photos. So I'm going to tap it to open it. And then on my screen, which you can't see on your screen, but on my screen, I have that share or save button, which is a picture of a rectangle with an arrow coming out of it. I'm going to tap on that, and what it then does is gives me the option to use as wallpaper. When I do that, you can see that the option pops up to either set my lock screen, if you look over on the right there, set my lock screen, or set my home screen. I'm going to tap Set My Home Screen, and when I do that, that image of the 5 then becomes the image that is my home screen. If you remember, before I started this tutorial, my background was clouds. Well, now my background is 5. So it's very quick identification of your iPad if you have multiple iPads in your classroom and you want to identify them very quickly. In my next tutorial, I'll show you how to make a background that you might use in your lock screen to identify your iPad as your own.